Grim news that came in over the weekend from Jammu and Kashmir, as you had again a spate of civilian killings. And these are very targeted killings by terrorists, because if you look at who has really been killed in the valley in the last 2-3 days, it's been non-local civilians. And these are innocent civilians who've been targeted by terrorists. In the latest incident, they've shot dead 2 Bihar migrants in Kulgam district, sparking fear among non-Kashmiris living in the valley. As per reports, unknown gunmen barged into the house of migrant labourers from Bihar. This was in Kulgam district and fired upon them. 2 of the labourers died. 1 is injured. A total of 11 civilians, and a majority of them are non-Kashmiris. They've been killed in the valley in the last 2 weeks alone. In the wake of these attacks, the police, meanwhile, has launched a massive crackdown. About 900 people across Jammu and Kashmir have been detained for alleged links with terrorists. They've been accused of helping these terrorists carry out some of these attacks. Terror group United Liberation Front, which is a Lashkar group, has taken responsibility for this attack. The terrorist organization, in its statement, has told and directed migrant laborers to leave the valley or to face dire consequences.
कौन का मालूम है?
अंतिम बार आपको अपने पति से कब बातचीत हुई थी?
5 बजे।
क्या सब बातचीत हुई थी?
बात बहुत बोल रहे वो।
कब आने की बात बोल रहे थे वो?
कल कहते 6-10 दिन का काम, 10 दिन के बाद हिसाब देते चल जाओ। हिसाब नहीं दे रहे होता, पैसे नहीं दे से होता ना।
सेना, पुलिस तथा हमारे पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस के बहादुर जवानों ने कश्मीर घाटी में ताबड़तोड़ ऑपरेशन करके आतंकवादियों की कमर तोड़ के रखी है, और बौखलाहट में आके, डेस्पिरेशन और फ्रस्ट्रेशन में आके आतंकवादियों ने यह जो जघन्य अपराध कश्मीर के अंदर फिर से किया है, इसकी भारी कीमत इन पाकिस्तानी दुर्रांत आतंकवादियों को चुकानी पड़ेगी।
कश्मीर के अंदर स्थितियां भयावह हो गई हैं और भयानक स्थिति बन चुकी है। ऐसा लग रहा है कि जैसे युद्ध जैसी स्थिति कश्मीर के अंदर उत्पन्न हो गई है, और राज्य सरकार जो है वो मूल दर्शक बनकर देख रही है। राज्य सरकार का पूरी तरह फेल होना, हम सरकार से अपील करते हैं कि सरकार जल्द से जल्द लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर सिन्हा साहब को पद मुक्त करे, क्योंकि वो असफल साबित हुए हैं अप्रवासियों की सुरक्षा के लिए।
हिंदुओं को वहां से मारकर भगाया जाए, ऐसा मुमकिन नहीं होगा। ये गरीब लोगों की हत्या करना बंद करें, और आर्मी हो, पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस हो, जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस हो, उन पे हमें फक्र है। वो जम्मू कश्मीर की आवाम की रक्षा और सुरक्षा करना जानते हैं। ऑल जम्मू कश्मीर पंचायत कॉन्फ्रेंस की आज के जो 3 लोगों की हत्या हुई है, इसकी कंडेम करती है, मजम्मत करती है, निंदा करती है।
Sunilji Bhatt, he's joining us live from Jammu with the latest updates on this. Sunilji, these aren't one-off incidents or one-off killings. There's a clear pattern here of civilians being targeted, particularly of minorities and non-locals. In such a circumstance, what's being done by the administration, by the authorities to ensure that, they keep the rest of the civilians, non-locals in Kashmir safe, and also send out a message? Because we understand that there's a lot of panic, there's a lot of fear that's hit these people.
Well, Akshita, the administration has assured that adequate security will be provided to migrant laborers and the minority Hindu and Sikh communities in the Kashmir Valley. Earlier also, when the civilian killings took place, the administration had given similar kind of assurance. But time and again, these kind of incidents are taking place and nothing is changing. And that is why now many important meetings are taking place. Security review will be done, but it's a matter of huge concern for the security agencies. Back-to-back killings are taking place despite assurances from the government. Now it remains a big challenge for the administration, J&K administration, to protect the migrant laborers. There are thousands of migrant laborers who are working in different parts of the Kashmir Valley, and the recent killings have already triggered panic in them. And the government is trying its level best to, not allow them to leave the valley, to, basically not allow to create any kind of fear psychosis. The government wants them to stay in the valley. They are going to provide them security. But Akshita, given the kind of situation that is prevailing in the valley right now, it will be very difficult to, contain this exodus, because recently many hundreds of Kashmiri Pandit government employees who were staying in the valley, who were serving in the valley, they left the valley and they came to Jammu. So it's a matter of huge concern. The security agencies are going to, review the security and chalk out a new strategy to deal with this latest threat.
That's what we're seeing. A lot of non-locals, civilians, a lot of minorities trying to leave the valley now, fearing for their lives, and assurance from the administration and the authorities, as Sunilji tells us, that they will be safe, that they will ensure adequate security for these people as well. But as I mentioned, there's been a spate of such killings in the last 2 weeks. You look at the kind of data that's come in the last 2 weeks, you've had 11 deaths being reported, and most of them are non-locals, non-Kashmiris, as well as minorities. Let's take you through a timeline of how we've been seeing bloodshed in the valley in the last 15 days. On October 2nd, Majid Ghori was shot at a point-blank range in Srinagar. In the same day, you had several killings being reported. Mohammad Shafi Dar was stabbed and shot dead again in Srinagar. Then a few days later, on October 5th, you had 3 more civilians being killed, all of them being shot dead by terrorists in Kashmir. One of them was prominent chemist Makkan Lal Bindru, a prominent Kashmiri Pandit in the valley who was shot dead. Besides him, you had a migrant from Bihar, Virender Paswan, a Pani Puri seller, who was also shot dead in Srinagar. And then in Bandipur on the same day, October 5th, I told you 3 civilians. So the third civilian was the president of the local cab association, Mohammad Shafi Dar, who was shot dead. 2 days later, October 7th, you had again targeted killings. A principal and a teacher who were killed in a government school in Srinagar. Satinder Kaur and Deepak Chand were slain right in front of their peers outside the school in Srinagar. October 16th, then, more bloodshed. Arvind Kumar Sa, a migrant from Bihar, was shot dead again in the capital in Srinagar. It's on the same day that Sagir Ahmed was shot dead in Pulwama. And then you saw on Sunday in Kulgam the brutal killing of 2 migrants from Bihar, Raja Reshi Dev and Joginder Reshi Dev, both being shot dead again by terrorists. This is why we're saying there's a clear pattern of non-local civilians, of minorities being targeted, and it sparked a lot of fear among these communities.